Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to The Bachelor latest news. The Bachelor season 29 ended with Grant Ellis and Juliana Pasquarosa getting engaged. And now he appears to be taunting his ex-girlfriends with his newfound happiness. Grant, 31, is a day trader and former basketball player who was eliminated by Jen Tran during The Bachelorette season 21. As a consolation prize, Grant was given another chance at finding love on national television. Since getting engaged at the end of The Bachelor season 29, Grant and Juliana have had to deal with some controversy. With Grant's runner-up hurling unflattering accusations, Grant and Juliana have come together to present a united front. Grant's recent loving comments about Juliana seem like he's rubbing his happiness in his ex-girlfriends' faces. The Bachelor season 29 finale ended with Grant proposing to Juliana, who eagerly accepted his sparkling diamond ring. The result was a bit of a surprise because Juliana had struggled to let down her walls throughout the season. After being hurt in her last relationship, she resisted allowing herself to be vulnerable with Grant until the last minute. She didn't tell him that she loved him until after she met his family, but that was enough for Grant. Grant's runner-up, The Bachelor's Iaconetti, 31, walked into that final rose ceremony with confidence. She seemed blindsided when Grant crushed her dreams. Later, when Licia sat down with Grant during The Bachelor season 29 finale, she told Jesse Palmer that Grant had missiled her. Grant and I had talked a lot about that day, and everything that he had ever said about it was that it was going to be us, Licia said. She even claimed he said he wanted to end the season early because he knew it was her. Grant has since denied Licia's claims. In an Instagram pinned post, Grant recently sang his fiancé's praises. "You handle yourself with so much grace and compassion. You are what every woman should aspire to be, and you show me that every day," read Grant's caption. "That's why I won." Grant is proud of his new fiancée, and The Bachelor isn't above rubbing his happiness in his exes' faces. Grant's exes have rubbed their friendships in his face. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Ashley Iaconetti has happily welcomed 2 sons with husband Jared Haben, but she still had to get over not having a girl. Iaconetti and Haben, who share sons Dawson, 2, and Hayden, 7 months, have both said they do not want a third baby. In August 2023, Iaconetti admitted that she experienced some gender disappointment with her first child, Dawson, after realizing she would not be having a girl. However, before welcoming Dawson in January 2022, Iaconetti said she had a feeling her first child would be a boy. In January 2024, the couple announced they were expecting their second child and confirmed that, boy or girl, baby no. 2 would be the last for Iaconetti and Haben. "We're very done with 2. She exclusively told Us Weekly at the time, adding that her last labor had been a wonderful experience. "I can only hope that it goes the exact same way, and I just get a little scared when I will talk to friends who say, 'Every birth is different, every pregnancy is different,'" she said. "I have some friends who had a worse experience their second time, but I do not have that energy put out there. I'm manifesting a good delivery again." The Bachelor alum and Haben, who tied the knot in 2019, welcomed their second child, son Hayden, in July 2024. "I had such gender disappointment with Dawson," Iaconetti admitted on an episode of the Ben and Ashley I Almost Famous podcast, but noted that despite those initial feelings about having a son, she didn't care as much about the sex of her and Haben's future children. "I'd be happy if we had a boy too, because then I'd want them to have that, hopefully, brother bond," she continued. "For me, it was like I'm not going to have that sister-sister bond with my kids. That was really sad for me," it didn't last very long. Iaconetti is very close with her sister Lauren. Iaconetti noted that she and Habon would start trying for another baby very soon. Iaconetti announced her second pregnancy, exclusively telling us, "I care a lot less," with regards to the gender of her second child. "I've gone through phases where it was the first month or so knowing I was pregnant. I was like, I can't even imagine a girl. Do I even want a girl?" she explained. "And then I kind of switched where I was like, no, I do want a girl. I can't imagine not having a daughter at some point. And then I want Habon to be a girl dad, and I just need somebody subdued, a little bit less wild." Boy or girl, the Bachelor Nation alum noted that she and Habon were very done with too. The couple revealed the gender of their second baby during an Amazon Live, confirming they would, in fact, be welcoming another boy. "I feel bad for you, because you're never gonna have your girl, because we're done," Habon told Iaconetti during the stream, who replied, "No, we are done. It's funny because when it comes to gender disappointment, I had it so much worse with Dawson. We found out, and I was upset for a day or two." Iaconetti also admitted having a little moment after realizing she'll never have a baby girl, but noted, "I really actually do not even care what the combo is now. I just want them to be close." Iaconetti was asked by a follower during a Q&A via Instagram stories if she had gotten over not having a daughter. "I have gotten over it for myself for sure, but I do feel sad Jared doesn't get to be a girl dad because I think he'd be so wonderful at it," Iaconetti said. "I asked him last night if it makes him sad, and he said he would have liked to be a girl dad, but doesn't want 3. Grant Ellis said he went on The Bachelor season 29 to find a wife, but his and Juliana Pasquarossa's wedding plans suggest otherwise. Grant, 31, a day trader and former basketball player, made his television debut during The Bachelorette season 21. He wasn't able to win Jen Tran's final rose, but he made enough of an impression to get himself cast as the Bachelor. Even during Jen's season, Grant always insisted that he was there to find a wife. After watching his own family fall apart, he was determined to have his own family. Hopes were high for The Bachelor season 29, but Grant seemed unprepared for the role from the beginning. He kicked off night 1 by greeting limousines full of single women outside the iconic Bachelor mansion. He seemed to be very decisive at first, quickly selecting the winner of his first impression rose. He seemed to know exactly what he was looking for, but it wasn't long before it all started to unravel. He hasn't improved since getting engaged to Juliana, 28. Though he said he was ready for marriage, Grant and Juliana's wedding plans suggest otherwise. Though Grant initially presented himself as a man who knew what he was looking for, that turned out to be untrue. He didn't know what he wanted, waffling back and forth until the last minute. Even during The Bachelor season 29 finale, Grant was confused until the last possible moment. Both women were on their way there, and he still wasn't sure of his choice. The Bachelor season 29 ended with Grant being as indecisive as he had been all season long. When host Jesse Palmer asks him if he's ready, Grant says, "The truth is, I don't know." He ultimately chooses to give his final rose to Juliana, but the fact that Grant would be so uncertain suggests he didn't know what he wanted. This isn't to suggest that Grant lied. He clearly believed he wanted to get married, but he may have been deluding himself. Now that he's actually engaged, reality may be scarier than he'd expected. Throughout The Bachelor season 29, Grant and The Bachelor's Licia Gare had a powerful emotional bond. Though he was very attracted to Juliana, she had been hurt in a past relationship and was struggling to let her walls down. In the end, Grant chose Juliana, citing Licia's biological timeline as a major reason. At 31, Licia wanted to have children soon, while Grant found Juliana to be more fun. Though it's important for a couple to be able to have fun together, it's clear that Grant is nowhere near ready to start a family. The Bachelor season 29 ended with Grant giving Juliana his final rose. He also got down on one knee and proposed, and the couple got engaged. During an exclusive interview with People, Grant and Juliana were asked about life after getting engaged on the show. "We are taking it one day at a time," said Grant. The couple told People that they were in no rush to get married. "I just feel like we want to live life together for a minute," Juliana went on to say. The Bachelor has a history of feuds between leads and their runner-ups, with Clayton and Gabby Windey no exception to this tradition. Clayton and Gabby shared a strong connection on The Bachelor season 26. The pair grew closer throughout filming, but Clayton rejected both Gabby and finalist Rachel Recchia in the final hour. In a shocking twist, the lead urged third runner-up Susie Evans, who self-eliminated, to take him back. Susie was uninterested in pursuing the relationship again, but the pair rekindled the romance after the finale. This relationship was short-lived. Clayton and Gabby's relationship following their reality stint has been understandably tense. According to the former lead, the pair have not talked since the season's conclusion. Despite this, Gabby has made several biting comments towards Clayton. Her latest criticism was captured on Bowen Yang and Matt Rogers' Las Culturistas podcast. The star insulted Clayton's newest hobby and appearance. Clayton responded with comments of his own. The feud has attracted attention online. It seems Clayton and Gabby will never reconcile. Clayton has honed in on his latest hobby, dance. The former Bachelor star posts videos on his Instagram, and while many of his fans show support in the comment section, some scrutinize his skills. Gabby is one of many critics insulting Clayton's evolving dancing capabilities. On the previously mentioned podcast, Gabby implied her judgment must have been clouded when she fell in love with this toe-looking influencer. She proceeded to criticize his style and dancing videos. The Traitors Season 3 winner claimed his videos would make the hosts want to run and wish you didn't have eyes. Her frustration with Clayton is valid, but the remarks were arguably brutal. Her opinion is somewhat popular. In a video posted to Clayton's account in late January, many of the comments criticize his skills. One commenter left a simple "yikes." Clayton encouraged this person to have more fun. Another writes, "Why? Just why?" This comment prompted another response from Clayton, "Because I can." Clayton may present himself as unbothered, but these remarks undoubtedly hurt his feelings. Clayton took to Instagram in response to Gabby's attacks. In this video, he clips Gabby's comments and then explains why dance has been such a significant part of his life. Clayton informs his viewers that dance has brought him so much love and self-confidence. He expresses his gratitude for the art form and its healing properties. Clayton admits, "I'm not the greatest, but it's movement therapy. The simple act of dancing has transformed his life." Clayton has been vocal about his emotional difficulties after filming for The Bachelor concluded. He wants fans to embrace new experiences, even if they are still learning. He argues that the videos are harmless, and his fans are inspired to step out of their comfort zones. Clayton's transparent appreciation for the art form and his positive messaging to fans further denounces Gabby's comments. He states, "Gabby, what you're doing is bullying." Clayton maintains that Gabby is attacking him for his appearance and passions. He then brings attention to Gabby's platform. While Clayton encourages fans to start a new passion and ignore hate, Gabby spreads it. Her vindictive comments may inspire her younger fan base to act similarly. Clayton argues, "You're setting a really bad example." He then urges his ex to change her approach. In a pointed comment, Clayton says, "Gabby has not responded to this post yet. She may be taking some time to prepare an apology or reflect on her actions." Clayton's response video received overwhelming support, with over 1,200 comments endorsing his message. Gabby may want to consider her next move. If she doesn't change her vantage point, she may be the next victim of online hate. Gabby's resentment of Clayton is more than understandable. She felt manipulated and emotionally devastated when he confessed his love, then flipped a switch. Clayton's actions were unfair and hurtful, but her diss may do more damage than intended. Clayton's videos inspire his audience to embrace their learning curve. Her comments are in direct opposition to this message. The Bachelor alumnus may want to second-guess her approach. She doesn't have to like Clayton, but Gabby shouldn't promote online hate toward him. Only time will tell if this anti-bullying message resonates with the star. The Bachelor Season 28's Joey Graziadei has expressed his interest in returning to reality TV in the future, and after revealing an exciting meeting he had, it's possible his chance to come back to the screen with fiancée Kelsey Anderson is happening sooner rather than later. Joey, who first appeared in The Bachelorette Season 20 before leading his own season of the show, has been open about wanting to return to reality TV. After his successful stint during The Bachelor Season 28, his relationship with Kelsey still going strong, and his time on the DVTS tour, Joey's ready for what's next. In a recent Instagram story, Joey shared a post from Bachelor Nation host Jesse Palmer that revealed the pair had lunch together. While Joey didn't comment on the meeting itself, the fact that he's meeting up with Jesse is interesting. "Great catching up with my guy," Joey explained in the story, which linked to Jesse's post where the Bachelor host shared a bit more information. Joey mentioned that lunch with me was on his 30 before 30 list, so I had to oblige, Jesse joked. It's possible the pair could be discussing some upcoming ventures for the former Bachelor star. Although Joey has been upfront about returning to reality TV, he's also been investing a lot of time in his 30 before 30 bucket list, which he's looking to accomplish in the next month before his May 24 birthday. While Jesse teased about the idea of him sitting down for a meal as part of Joey's list, it's clear that the host and former Bachelor star genuinely enjoy each other's company. Jess, who's been part of the Bachelor franchise since his time as the lead of The Bachelor Season 5, may have been able to give Joey some career advice. Reality TV is more popular than ever. With so many to choose from, here are some of the best reality TV shows to stream or watch right now. As Joey and Jesse continue to keep their friendship thriving, it's very possible that Joey has been looking to Jesse for more advice about his future in reality TV. While Jesse may have been in an entirely different career before returning to reality TV to host The Bachelor, he has a similarly niche sense of knowledge about football as Joey does about tennis. Given that the pair has bonded over more than just their former Bachelor status and their love of sports, it's possible that Joey could be seeking out advice or information from Jesse about his return to TV. While Joey has been doing his best to handle his long-distance romance with Kelsey and move into the next chapter of his life after the Dancing with the Stars Season 33 tour, he's been working hard to ensure that he has the time and energy to come back to reality TV in a meaningful appearance. Joey's ability to move through his last reality TV shows with grace and ease was clear, and after a meeting with Bachelor host Jesse, he may be feeling reinvigorated to make his comeback. The Bachelor may have only been the beginning for Joey's career. This gossip is over. If you like the video, then give your opinion in the comment box, and stay with us by subscribing the channel. Thank you.